you can say, so,
Mm.
wellness and everything. But same, the people are now these days are very highly trained. They
Mm.
are aware what
Mm.
to do, what not to do.
Mm.
And secondly, because of that reason, like these days in North India, the smog and the heavy pollution is going on. So
Yeah.
everyone knows what to do. So that
Mm.
is the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But we still have to motivate them and then help them to
Yeah.
sort through things. So I
So,
find.
sorry, motivation is very much required. So, but more of the motivation, I think we should be come up with, like you are saying, healing.
Yeah.
Healing is required and come over the anxiety and overthinking.
Yeah.
That is very much required
Yeah.
these days. Very much.
That's why we do. I have been doing this morning routine for a while, but lately I was not able to do. So I restarted this because there are my some friends.
Mhm.
They really look for this, and then I even for few people I want to do for them. So it's something. This is a morning routine. Good morning, everybody. Everybody on our channel. I'm open on the
Good morning, sir.
Instagram. I'm open on the uh, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and also on Noom Vibe. Okay, so multiple, and also WhatsApp. And my friend Rachid is joining me from there. So we're talking to him. Hello, Chinaka, my sister and my wife Dharani. They're all joining on the WhatsApp. So we are going to do the morning routine briefly, and then we'll go into our morning podcast on proactive wellness. Last week we did 5 episodes, and this is the sixth episode. This is going to be healing through rhythm. Okay, I'll explain all that to you as we go along with that. Okay, so this morning routine is comparing of 7 principles. 4 things we do. We kind of stretch our body to get our body, eased up all the tension, everything in the morning, and we deep breathe into it so that we can concentrate on our breath. And also the deep breath helps to stimulate parasympathetic nervous system, which will active as a non-reactive thing. It's a kind of opposite to reactive sympathetic nervous system, right? That will help you with stress and burnout. This is basically designed to people who are working, who are entrepreneurs, who are engaged in some work every day, right? So we stretch our body, we deep breathe into it, we keep our mind here and now, that is a presence, and by deep breathing focus, and also focus on the changes that we feel in our body, right? And then we are going to really observe our thoughts, feel our thoughts, not to be indulged or not to be suppressing them, but just kind of be the witness which we are. Okay, that is what we really are. And having that done 4 of them together, stretching, breathing, keeping our attention here and now in the presence, cultivate the presence in the morning so that you continue to the day. And then observe your thoughts. Don't indulge, don't suppress them, so that your thoughts can be an instrument for you to be used properly. Then the other 3 things that you would like to cultivate: an attitude of non-reactivity, respond to your tasks, your responsibilities, but not react to them emotionally. And also, really cultivate an attitude of service so that we can provide anything that we do as a service to the world, to the society, whichever you choose to, your family or whatever it is. Okay. And then you also maintain an equanimous attitude through the day. Whether you are winning or losing, you maintain that equanimous attitude. That's what we are going to do, the 7 principles. So we'll start with a simple routine of 3 deep breaths. Just this is called Bastrika. Where you are sitting in the chair or on the floor, keep your spine erect, spine straight, and then take a deep breath through the nose. Hold it for a few seconds and breathe out through the nose. Make sure as you take a deep breath, your abdominal wall raises. And as you take the deep breath out, and your abdominal wall goes towards the spine. Okay? 2 more. That is the Bastrika. You do it on an empty stomach, and you do it before breakfast, before lunch, before dinner. Okay. The next one is raise both your palms up and forearms are up, and then you raise the hands above your head as you take a deep breath in. Go all the way up, all the way up, and breathe out and bring the hands down. Do that repeatedly. This you can do any time of the day, whether you are eaten or not, empty stomach or not. But I would like you to cultivate that at workplace as many times as you can, which will really help you to refresh your mind. Okay. As I told you, this is designed for people who are entrepreneurs, who are workers, who are going through the modern working conditions and getting stressed out. So this morning routine is a preparation to handle that stress and burnout. Okay. Now, the third one is the most important one. Clasp both your hands and keep them under the chin like this. Okay. And as you bring your bent elbows up and head going back, you take a deep breath in through the nose, all the way up. Now, open your mouth, and as you bring the elbows down and head down, you breathe out with a word saying ah. Whisper the word ah. See, complete. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, second one. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seven. Eight. Okay. You do this as many times as you can, at least 8 to 10 times is good. Okay. So that becomes a complete diaphragmatic deep breathing. Okay. Start with this. This is only preliminary. Now we are going to go to real yoga. We will start with the simple things like we have our routine head to toe, right? So you are sitting down, then come up on your toes and lift your heels as you breathe in. We are starting from toes all the way to the head, right? And then as you breathe out, bring the heels down and lift the toes up. One. Again, deep breathe in, raise the heels. And breathe out and bring the heels down and lift the toes. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Seven. Eight. See, you are working with the toes and with your ankles. Okay. And it is good for your calf muscles too. That is for the toes and ankles. Now we come up to the knee joint. Lift up one foot, right foot up as you take a deep breath in. Okay. And right foot up, knee extended. And now breathe out and bring the foot down to the floor. Do it on the left side also. Breathe in as you bring the left foot up, knee extended. And as you bring it down, put it down. Okay, that is one. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. 7, 8. Okay, you are done with the knee joint. Now, clasp both your hands, cup them around the knee, and then bring the knee up and press the right thigh onto the abdomen as you breathe out. And as you breathe in, take it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do it on the left side. Clasp your hands, cup them around the left knee, and bring the left thigh up as you breathe out and press on the abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it slowly, deliberately, with your attention on what you are doing here and now, so that you can cultivate the presence also. Do the deep breathing and do the muscle slow and deliberate. 7, 8. Okay, that is for the hip joint. Now we're going to go to the side of the abdomen and chest. Sit back and make sure both your hands are hanging down. Now raise the right hand and extend to the side at the shoulder level. Turn the palm up, elbow extended. And now bring it up all the way so that right arm touches the right ear. And now breathe out and bend to the left side. And breathe in, come to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now lower the right hand down and lift up the left arm up, elbow extended to the side, palm facing down. Initially, turn the palm up and then bring the left arm to touch the left ear. And now bend to the right side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember, we're trying to prep our body, mind, and heart for the work. By stretching and deep breathing, we're kind of making the body alert, awake, and here and now. And then breathing deep, we're kind of encountering our sympathetic overtone at work, reaction, attitude, and that all that will be taken care of. And also, mind will be focused on one thing at a time. So be anchored in your presence all day. Okay. And you open up your heart and give your work as a service. Okay. Now, we are coming to the chest muscles. Keep both hands on the chest, on the breastbone, and elbows bent and to the side. Now, open the right hand to the side and extend the elbow to the side, and your palm is facing forward. Now, twist to the right side, hand goes back as you take a deep breath in. Breathing out, bring the hand back to the chest. That is on the right side. Now do it on the left hand. Extend to the side. Now twist back. Twist the head and torso, everything to the left side. So that left hand goes to the back. And take a deep breath as it goes back. As it comes forward, breathe out. Both hands are done. 1. Now go to the right hand again. Slow, deliberate movement, keeping synchronized with your breath, keeping your mind here and now. don't think of anything. It can be done later. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That is for the chest muscles. So I have come up to the shoulders now. Just elevate the shoulders like you are going to shrug them down. Elevate them and bring them down. As you elevate, take a deep breath in. And as you bring them down, breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now come to for the elbows. Extend both hands to the side, palms up, and now bend at the elbows and bring the fingers to touch the shoulders. Bend them down as you breathe out. As you breathe in, go to the side again. Extend the elbows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That is for the elbows. Now we're going to come to the wrist. Extend the hands forward and do the up and down movement at the wrist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now tuck in the thumb and fold all the fingers on the thumb. Now do the wrist up and down movements again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now rotate the wrist to one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now open the fist and make a fist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we are done upper arm also. Now we are coming to the neck. Sit straight, look straight, keep your gaze to the forward, and then slowly turn the head to the left side as you take the deep breath in. As you breathe out, bring it back to the center. Very slow, deliberate. And now to the right, turn the head to the right. And as you breathe out, bring it to the center. That is 1. 4 more turns, okay? It is doing slowly, deliberately with your attention here and now, and breathing synchronized is important. You remember, we have 2 A's and 3 B's. Being aware and aligning your body, breath, and your brain. Okay, so 2 A's and 3 B's. 3, 4, 'It is what you do is important. It's how you do is important, more important. and you have to synchronize your body, breath, and brain. Okay. Now we're going to do a different movement. Bend the neck towards the left shoulder as though left ear is trying to touch the left shoulder. As you take the deep breath in, do that bending and then breathe out and come to the center. Do the same on the right side. 1, 2, 3. Do whatever is allowed by the body. Don't force it. Okay, that's enough for that. And now we're going to do forward and backward movement of the head over the neck. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that is the first one. And now we're going to raise the head up and bring it down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's enough. You do as much as you can do. Beyond that, you don't want to do. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. Now we're going to go to the face because you can do more on the neck, but we'll go to the face. Take your right hand and bring it, and with your elbow bent to the side, place the right hand on the right cheek and press into and release. Press and release and press and release. Do the same on the left side. Left hand to the left cheek. 1, 2, 3. Now take both hands and press on the temples. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Clasp both hands and press on the forehead. 1, 2, 3. On the top of the head. 1, 2, and 3. On the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. That makes from the toe to the head. So we call it conveniently head to toe, but we come in the reverse order. Okay. This is a very simple thing that anybody can do. Frail people, very old people, very young children. And it is a kind of preliminary for the real big asanas that we do. But today, we're going to go into the breathing exercises that we normally do, because 8 or 10 of them we can do. And then we'll start with 3 abdominally based exercises of the breathing. Very important to not to do this if you have a recent surgery or any abdominal issues, gastritis, colitis, irritable bowel syndrome, anything, okay? Or you have a recent surgery on the abdomen. Don't do this. Otherwise, you can do this to your capacity. Okay, don't overdo it. Do only what the body allows you. You will progressively make progress in doing more. Okay. Now, the first one is called Kapalabhati. Here, as you pull the abdomen inside, you breathe out. That's the only thing that you do. Inhalation happens automatically. So you do up to 60. But if you can do only 5 or 10, that's good enough. Okay. Don't over extend yourself. Okay. Let's do. I did a little more than 60. That's okay. Okay. So now we are done with the Kapalabhati, which is a very good exercise if you do up to 5 to 15 minutes. We only did 1 minute. Okay. Progressively go first come to the 60 count, then do 5 minutes, then to 10, 15 minutes. But this is a very useful one if you do 15 minutes a day, every day. Okay. And now we're going to do the next exercise, which is very good for the metabolic stimulation. It is called Agni Sara. Agni is that digestive fire, that is there around the umbilicus. So here what you do is you first take a deep breath in and breathe out completely and hold the breath there. While holding the breath and move the abdominal wall up and down so that you give a massage to the inner organs very well. Okay. You can do up to 20 times or 10 times, 5 times according to your capacity. I will do 20 times. Okay. First, take a deep breath in. 20 times. Relax. Take 3 deep breaths. Come back to normal, even if it takes 5 to 10 breaths. That's okay. Always do in comfort and do it with pleasure. Okay. Enjoy what you are doing. Okay. Sthira Sukham Asana. Okay. And now we're going to do the third one, the abdominal things, which is three bandhas. What you here do is you suck in the lower abdomen as you breathe out, and you suck in the upper abdomen, and also bring the chin to the chest and hold that position few seconds. You don't have to stay for long. Now come up. Take deep breaths and come to normal. 3 deep breaths. Now we're going to what is called Anuloma Viloma, which is Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. Prepare your right hand by bringing your index finger and middle finger to the base of the thumb, and use the thumb and ring finger to close thumb for the right nostril and ring finger for the left nostril. First close the mouth and close the right nostril. Now take a deep breath through the left open nostril. Close the left nostril with the ring finger, release the thumb, and breathe out through the open right nostril. And now take a deep breath through the open right nostril, close it, and breathe out through the open left nostril. That is what it is, alternate, right? Now start again with the left. Take a deep breath in. 2, 3 more. 3, 4, 5. Say if you have 5 cycles, that's good. Okay. And now we're going to go to what's called Brahmari, like a bumblebee. And here, what you do is you take both your thumbs and close your ear canals, right? Both ear. Now keep the index and middle finger on top of the forehead and close your eyes and keep the ring fingers on the closed eyes gently. Let the little finger hang around the mouth. Close the mouth and take all breath through the nose only. You breathe in And when you are breathing out, make a sound, okay, like a bumblebee. Okay, that is Brahmari. You can do 5 times, 15 times according to your time and energy and capacity. But progress gradually. Don't force yourself. It has to be done in comfort. Okay, no pain in yoga. Okay, now we're going to go and do the couple of things for our mouth and gingiva and all that. Okay, first take a deep breath in and breathe out through the open mouth with the tongue folded in. Okay, you kind of take a deep breath in through the folded tongue, close the mouth, and breathe out through the nose. One. This is called Shitari. Okay, now we're going to go what's called Shitkari. Here you open your mouth, but keep your teeth clenched and breathe through the clenched teeth and close the mouth and breathe out through the nose. So that is Shitkar. It's very good for the gingiva and teeth. Okay, very important for you to do it. Now we're going to go to Auma. What we do is we kind of take a deep breath in and open our mouth and say the word Ah 5 times like that. Breathe in and Ah. Breathe in, Ah, like that. And then we do the oo sound, also the same. Breathe in, and when you breathe out, say oo. Okay. And the ma. Altogether 15 times you will come, each one 5 times. Okay. Ah kind of stimulates the energy in your abdomen, oo in the chest, and ma in the neck. Okay. There's a lot of meaning behind it. Just do it and experience the benefit. Okay, now we're going to go to ooh. Let's take a deep breath. Okay, there you go. That is U. Now we do the Ma. 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 Okay, that is Uma. Now we're going to go to Shambhavi Mudra to really identify who we are and what we are not. We are not the body and mind, they are our instruments. We are the witnessing consciousness, our conscious being, our consciousness, or our soul. That is what we are. So we want to identify that with this Shambhavi Mudra. First, bring both your hands in Chin Mudra, okay, and then keep them, palms down on the knees. Then keep your back straight and keep your eyes closed, but the gaze in the middle. And now, as you take the deep breath in, you say, I am not this. As you take the deep breath in, say, who am I? I am this conscious being. When you breathe out, be aware that you are not the body mind. So you're going to let go that feeling by breathing out. Okay, you do it up to 10 breaths. Who am I? I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind. I am the conscious being. Who am I? I am the conscious being. I am not just the body or mind. Who am I? I am the witness consciousness. I am not my body or mind, they are my tools. Koham, soham, deham, naham. That's the Sanskrit, but what we did earlier. Koham, soham, deham, naham. Koham, soham, deham, naham. So you can go on repeating that several times. Still, it becomes second nature to you to know who you really are and really act on the body and mind as though they are your tools. Even making the thought as object has the multiple benefits. You rest easy, your mind is easy, you don't have the stress and burnout because you are overthinking or you are stuck in thinking and all that. Okay. So my aim is get you ready with the energy in your body, flexibility in your body, and stamina to do the work, right? And also get your mind focused in the presence and really have the nervous system balanced. Okay, you are not reacting, you are not getting afraid at work, and then thereby you are generating sympathetic overtone, fight or flight syndrome. That stress, it gives you a lot of stress hormones which are not needed, and you are stressing out because of that. So simple deep breathing really activates the parasympathetic nerve system, which is antidote to this sympathetic tone that is generated in modern working conditions. Okay, so understand that and do the deep breathing as much as possible through the day. At least 1 minute every hour during workouts. Okay, apart from the morning and evening regular routine sessions like this. Okay. So I hope you got something out of that, and we will be doing more asanas and more preparation tomorrow. There will be a yogic jogging, and then we will go into head to toe. Then we'll do 10 different asanas. Then we'll do the breathing and also Shambhavi Mudra. This will be for tomorrow and onwards. Okay, so this is like a first day, so I was easy on that. Anybody has any questions or any doubts, you can come up and ask me on this before we go into our morning podcast session. Okay. Remember, the idea of doing this is to get our body, mind, and the heart ready for our work. Okay. Doing asanas, doing the deep breathing does good to the body. Okay. But the breathing also stabilizes your nervous system. Okay. Deep breathing and keeping your focus here and now of what is happening with the air coming through your nose and going out through your nose, feeling the touch and keeping your attention on that. And then if you should have distracting thoughts, if you should have something come up your mind, okay, just come back to the breathing, come back to what is happening here and now. Okay, that way you will be in your presence, in your present moment, not in your persona or ego or or your personality and all. Not the persona, but the presence. You want to cultivate that in the morning and take it to the work so that anything that you do, you will redo in being the presence. That's how you become really focused on the work you are doing. You will have a laser like focus on your work. So you will not be brain fog. You will not be having so many thoughts and all that. And it's not that thought is bad. It's how you use is causing problems to you. They realize that and use the thought, which is a very important uh, aspect of it, and then that thereby you can really help yourself, okay, using the sharp instrument but not cut yourself. That is what is happening. People don't know how to use the thought, and they think all the time and they allow the thought become a problem for them. Okay, but if you use the thought and then really be focused on that and you end it after this use is done, then you don't have the brain fog at the end of the day. Okay, and opening of the heart is really offering anything that you do like a service. Okay, not expecting something in return. They're not transactional, but more like giving it from your heart. Okay, cultivate that, then you'll have less stress. Random act of kindness. Be kind to somebody. Be nice to somebody. That will be good too. Okay, so now we're going to go into our podcast, which we have been doing from last week. This is the sixth episode. This is about proactive wellness. How can you be proactive in your wellness measures? So, we talked about not doing too much, but also paying attention to our being and so many things, right? Today, I'm going to talk about what is healing through rhythm of nature, rhythm of our inner energies. If you can be uh, tuned with the nature, then healing becomes effortless, really. So the nature gives you the cycle of getting up in the morning, evacuating the bowels, and having an appetite and eating breakfast, and then go and work and burn it out, and then again hungry at lunch, then eat, and then just drink water occasionally, and then wait for the dinner. At the end of the dinner, when you again hungry, you eat, and then you rest. It will all be assimilated, digested, and the waste products will be eliminated in the morning. That is the cycle for the digestion. Like that, there are so many cycles in your body that happen. You go against them. Like, for example, you go against the sleep cycle, and you don't want to sleep when the body is tired and the mind is tired. You want to say, well, you want to keep yourself forcibly awake, watching a movie and all that. That will affect your metabolism. Okay, so healing through rhythm means healing in tune with nature. Just being in tune with nature, and you live like that, and that it becomes the healing becomes effortless. Okay, see, modern medicine view is the cardinal rhythms, right? The circadian biology, we call it. So where there are melatonin, and the darkness comes and the light goes down, melatonin is secreted. cortisol, with lots of reactions that you have, it will be done. And also, when you have light exposure, then you will be waking up and doing stuff. That is the circadian rhythm with a modern medicine view, and which is very appropriate. And people determine body clock for people and then give them sessions that they can work best. Some people work best in the morning, like I do. Some people are better at the night time. According to the body clock, you can give them the work schedules, right? But in ancient wisdom, they talked this about dinacharya. Okay, dinacharya, that is the daily routine that you do every day in tune with your nature rhythms, right? And also in tune with the Rutu Charya. That means Rutu, the seasons of the nature change. According to them, you kind of align all your daily routine with sunrise and sunset, with seasons, with foods that are grown in season, like that. Okay, that is the ancient view of circadian rhythm. Natural rhythms are there. They call that nature, Prakriti. We are born with a Prakriti, and we kind of disturb them with our fads and false beliefs in the modern times. Okay, and so always practice, wake up with the light, walk barefoot on earth, and then um, you have to sunset all the digital activities at the sunset. Okay, so remember that that is good enough. Just getting up in the morning and working with your elements as close as exposed to the sun, walking on the barefoot on the earth, and watching the nature bloom. All those can be very healing things. They are all effortless skills that can be done. So the sun doesn't hurry. Remember that. The sun doesn't hurry. Yet everything unfolds on time. So sun is also always giving. So understanding just our connection with the sun, and understanding our rhythms with the sun, understanding that sun's nature of giving all, will help us a lot. So sun is worshipped that way because he's the giver of life, right? And that's why sun salutations are also done in the morning, which is one of the best aerobic exercises. Okay, we will be doing that in the part of our routine, and you can absorb it and then go and do it properly. And some people do 108 times at a time, but you can start with the 5 or 10, maybe, and then you can go on improving, and that will be one of the best exercises for the spine also. Okay, so try to do that. Okay. So this healing through rhythm is much more easier than you think. You just don't interfere with the rhythm, that will be okay. So you examine how you are conditioned to sleep late, how you are conditioned to really rise up late, how your energy is really dipped when you do that. In yoga, there are three types of energies description: the lazy, and really retiring, and having this kind of laziness in activities, in mind, everything. That's called tamas. Okay, tamas is grows more when you get up in the morning late. Okay, but if you get up in the morning, you are tuned with the nature's rhythms, so you won't have the tamas to start with, and you will have balanced energy. That is called rajas is kinetic energy, running. Okay, sattva is the energy that is balanced. Okay, so in the morning when you get up before sunrise, you will be in tune with that sattva. Okay, that will continue through the day. You will be balanced, you will be in the moment, you will be doing with focus. Okay, whereas if you are tamas, you are lagging behind, you are lazy, you don't want to have the energy, and that feeds on itself. You become more and more like that. They become obese, they become not mobile and all that, whereas people who are active, if you are too active, you have too much of work we are doing in a short time, then you get burnout. But to be in the balance, you understand these energies and go according to the energies. You don't do anything extra. Only thing you don't want to spoil what your real energy is. So you get up in the morning, be in sattva, be in focus, be in present, and do all your stuff in flow. Then you don't have to spend so much energy on your extraneous thinking, unnecessary thinking, and all that. Okay. So this living in rhythm, you see, that really produces healing, effortless, mean that you understand there is a natural rhythm within us, and then you want to identify with the natural rhythm and be that. Okay, so we will be continuing this podcast with longer discussions and longer exposition of the truths of our wellness that is embedded with nature, with both external and internal. External is the seasons, external with all the elements, but internal is the rhythm of our energies, that is already there. Okay. Anybody has any questions or comments, you can always call me, and ask me. You're more than welcome. Otherwise, I'll be coming up here and giving you this tidbits that I am learning and sharing with you. Okay. So ancient wisdom is a tremendous amount of knowledge that's already there, and we are conveniently neglecting them at our own peril. Okay. So in the process, we are also destroying the nature because we are ignorant of it. Not only us, but also them. So look at a child when he wakes up in the morning, how energetic he is, and how he goes through the day, and then he kind of sleeps off completely is tired out. Okay, that is natural, But then we kind of teach him lots of bad habits. Instead of allowing him to run around, we make them sit down with an iPad and then play games and all that. So those kind of excesses of the culture that we have to accept and we have to modify them. Okay, so we will be having a commentary on that, as we go along into the podcast, and we will be doing another topic tomorrow. And this time I will do a full hour. Today is we kind of started with this morning routine, and then we'll get used to it. We will be starting the morning routine 8 to 9. From 9 to 10, I want to do an extended podcast. Okay. So any questions, anything that you want to ask me today? All right, then we will be seeing you tomorrow at 8 o'clock again. This will be a full hour of morning routine, and that will start with what is yogic jogging, what are the 10 asanas we can do, and then breathing and the Shambhavi Mudra. And then we will do a full hour of podcast too. Okay. Thank you.